Hi guys, what are we gonna do today? I bet you can guess. We're gonna make this cute little nautical notebook with fun embellishments and also this simple little bookmark that you can make to go along with it for yourself or as a gift. Let's get started. So to make this journal and the bookmark, these are some of the pieces that I'm gonna use. And it's just some fun ephemera. And then I even used my mold and did paper pulp in it and you made some of these embellishments. So I am using a paper mache journal and it's a smaller one, but this is what I wanted to use and I needed a background paper to start. And these colors fit perfectly with the nautical colors I have in my other pieces of ephemera that I'm going to decoupage on. This is a Roycycle tissue paper. And the first thing I did is I wanted to make sure it was big enough to cover the whole journal. And I'm gonna turn it upside down, lay this in the center, and I'm just gonna draw around this really lightly with the pencil. So I'm gonna give myself a little extra room, and then I'm gonna do about a 1/2 inch away, and I'm just gonna eyeball it from my ends and draw that out. Now I'm gonna cut this out. So if you wanted to, you could use a decoupage glue. I'm just gonna use extra strength glue stick, and that worked really well for this. And it didn't bubble up as much because it doesn't have that liquid that activates with the paper. And glue your 3 sides down. So what I did next, I am going to trim right here where the binding is. And on the other side. Now I'm going to work on the inside. Just glued that down. I'm going to fold that corner in just a little bit. And then do the same with the other side. Okay, now let's start embellishing. Cut this in half, and I want my edges to be ragged, so I am going to use this box, and I'm just gonna sand it just a tiny bit, and you could probably just rip it. So I'm gonna glue this piece down on the front. Again, you could use a decoupage glue, so I'm just using a glue stick. Okay, let's do the back. So I took different pieces of some of my papers. I wanted to use this right here, so I'm gonna cut it just a little bigger and sand it also. I wanted a piece of this, and I'm going to use the whale for something later. So I am just going to cut a piece of this out. I'm going to use a piece of this also. But I'm going to save all my scraps and pieces because I can use that for the inside or another project. I may even sand this just a little bit more on the edges. What's nice about this 11 by 17 paper is it has a light tan white core in the inside, so when you sand it, some of that comes through. I'm gonna go like that. So let's start with my back piece. And I think I will add something to the inside. And whatever you do, you can do as little or as much as you would like. And I think one of the last things I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a piece of this paper pulp mold and maybe put this on here. That might be kind of fun. I'm just going to use a hot glue gun for the paper mache here. Hold it for a second, and then we're just going to wax him. I'm just using a clear wax first, and then I'm going to put a little bit of a dark wax over. I'm going to do it just on the insides of the cover, but it is going to get a little bit on the paper, but that's fine. You don't need to do the inside covers. I just like it. And if you're worried about getting it on your paper, you can always just take some press and seal or saran wrap and wrap your pages before you do this. Get a little bit of dark wax on there. There you go. So I thought I'd make the bookmark, and I'd use part of this paper and cut out the whale. I thought he would be really fun. So I'm going to just kind of cut loosely around him, glue him down, and then I'll cut more precisely. And save all these scraps for another project. Once again, I'm going to use my extra strength glue stick, and I'm putting it on this heavy cardstock. So you want to put it on something heavy if it's going to be a bookmark. So I'm just going to cut around the silhouette of the whale. And then I am going to lightly sand the edges of my paper and then even sand the top a little bit. You want to be careful, especially with the tail, if you're doing something really small and skinny. And I think I'm just going to add something really fun. And you could add anything you would like. And you don't have to add something to the front, but I thought this just gave it a little more interest. Once again, I am going to wax him. And there you go. So I hope this looked really easy and you try it out. And you could cover any book you want with the same principles. This one right here, we just waxed our paper. This one, we actually aged it. So if you go through one of our other videos where we age the paper and spray it, that's how I got this look on this one. And then of course, our cute little marks. And what you could also do is take a piece like this, fold it in half, put a file folder in the center, and I think we actually did a video on this, and you do 2 side seams. What a cute nautical pocket. You could put your little journal in as a gift with a bookmark, and you're all done. Hope you have fun. Thanks for watching.